Alright, 1 second. I'm about to get the soundboard on it.
The intro.
Was it? Actually, yeah, you can make it slightly open.
The fit is hard though.
Yeah, I had to come with it.
Where did you get the shirt? I was gonna ask.
That's his shirt.
Mine.
Okay, so you were in front of the camera, like, you know what I'm saying? Get the
Yeah.
pictures. I like it.
Yes,
I
my
mess with
my
the
podcast
shirt.
merch.
And
Where can I get a shirt?
Huh?
Where can I get a shirt? Like, website?
Well, I'm just ordering them and shipping to
I like the wash.
addresses.
So that I can just DM you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Exactly.
Instagram then.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then
That's hard.
and I just shoot you the my info and stuff. And I got all colors.
I love it.
Like,
What colors you
I got.
Every color.
Bro, I got green.
He's getting new pink.
Hold on, let me see.
got? Okay, yeah. Is that
I
your
think
favorite
I got like a list on them.
You can't tell right now, but
Yeah, bro. The exact opposite.
but I mean,
yeah. The phone's
See, I
there.
got this black one right here.
yeah, I like the wash.
But
Like
yeah,
The
It's
wash.
alright.
pretty much these are like the colors.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, so I got some
Ooh,
flavors.
I love.
you feel me?
It's like
The gray one's hard too.
I feel like this light
It's like a
is
pastel wash version.
making
my
of
forehead
every color.
Yeah, and I like how it,
really
how
round.
it looks, you know,
Mm-hmm.
natural wash.
Can we dim the light? My forehead is like glowing.
Oh yeah. Glossy.
I'm gonna show you like all the colors.
Perfect. My forehead was just looking too.
And then you light skin though. You light skin too though.
Right there.
Yeah.
I like better.
I think that
That's
looks
cool.
good.
That's cool.
It's just my forehead was
See, I
looking
got
like a
this.
big
I got
egg.
this brown one.
Ooh.
I got the blue, orange, pink, and the gray.
Do you have like a close, like a navy blue?
that like
That's
your
probably
favorite color?
that's probably
Somewhat.
the
Yeah.
closest
I
one.
used to hate blue,
The
but
closest one is probably this blue color.
I like that.
But yeah,
I used to hate blue so much, but like,
but yeah, just DM me or something, bro.
yeah, I got you, bro. Thank you so much.
Is it recording, Trey?
We ready? All right, we running.
It's all recorded.
All right, then. All right, so welcome to another episode.
Whoa.
Cat.
Reverse.
I never did that before. All right.
Because you know what it's about to be.
Yeah. All right. All right, we ready.
Let's try this again. Take two.
Ready. Yeah. All right, welcome to another episode of Q'sRoomPodcast. This is a different podcast episode that we have today. It's episode 5. We got my friend Sage up in here.
Period.
It's a birthday episode, so
Happy birthday to us.
you know when the time comes, you know we're gonna drop it on our birthdays or whatever.
You pushing
Yeah.
pushing old.
Yeah, I'm dirty 30 coming along, so.
That's crazy because I always thought I was older than you.
Yeah, so
I always thought I was older than
she
you.
turning 29, I'm turning 30, exactly 1 year apart. Both left-handed, you know.
You're left-handed? Did I know that?
You knew that for sure. And she was a hooper, I was a hooper. A lot of things that we have
A
in
lot of
common.
things. We met in college.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's just get into it because we're going to get into all of that.
So we're gonna start it off like it's Q's room, you feel me? So you know I got a game that I play, my icebreaker game. It's called Off the Dome. And so I'll give Sage 10 words randomly, you know, the most random words, and she will respond as quick as possible with the first thing that she thinks of whenever she hears this word. All right. So the first word, all right, you ready?
I'm nervous. Okay.
All right. Cranberry.
Juice.
Mirror.
On the wall.
Truck.
Yard.
Doctor.
Phil.
Guitar.
Hero.
House.
I don't know. House. I just picture like a nice house.
Nice house, all right.
Okay.
Mango.
Margarita.
Water.
Melly.
Tornado.
Oklahoma.
For sure. All right. So, how you been? How you doing?
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. Coming into here, driving here, I'm stressed out. I'm trying to move, and so that's like what was on my mind. But I'm choosing to leave that in the past. Like,
Why you trying to move?
because my apartment is like, I'm paying a lot for a little, if that makes sense. Like, I'm paying a lot for like a tiny apartment. Like, I just don't have room, and so I'm trying to move. And the place that I applied to, they just keep throwing little curveballs at me. I mean, I got
Bumps on the road,
approved. I got approved, but like now they're like deposit $750. I'm like, who and what planet?
Then they be charging the rate just to sign up and apply.
I'm like the application
the
and the
fee,
admin fee
all
was
that
half
stuff.
of the deposit. Like, can that not go towards that? So
apartments, y'all stop trying to finesse us out our bread. You know,
we're
just
already
trying to,
struggling.
Yeah, we trying to find
I
somewhere
got
to stay.
$750. Who has that? Just right here you go.
Yeah, not like that. Yeah,
But yeah, I've been doing my podcast. Shout out You Ain't Lying podcast.
yeah,
We film that tomorrow, so I'm getting that ready.
yeah.
Yeah, that's just what I've been on.
All right, yeah. So Sage has a podcast. For the people that didn't know, it's called You Ain't Lying Podcast. We started our podcast around the same time. Completely two different vibes, but
And we didn't even know.
you know, it just connect. And yeah, it was never planned. It just happened. It was just like, oh, I'm about to start a podcast, and like,
Me too.
yeah. So it's just crazy how things work. And now we here, you know, we had to talk about this, and
This is the episode y'all all been waiting
so
for.
yeah. So I know a lot of people was very demanding about my story. I watch your podcast, and I know a lot of people be trying to figure out what's going on with you,
Literally.
who you are, what you doing.
Because I'm so
you know.
private. I'm
You
so
say-
private.
You say nosy, but I would say
People are nosy.
some people are nosy, but some people actually care though. You know?
Well, if you care, can you let me know? Because it feels like y'all just nosy.
Yeah. But some people probably scared to like hit you up.
And I've been told I'm intimidating.
Yeah, I seen your brother said that.
But I feel like it's just because like I'm shy, so like I'm not one to like initiate a conversation. And I probably do have RBF really bad, but like if you speak to me, I'm like really nice.
What is RBF?
Resting B face.
Oh, that's what you call it? I've never heard it.
Do you think I have that?
abbreviation.
Like if I'm just chilling, I look like unapproachable?
I don't get that. I could see why though. Maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe they just feel like it's a long shot sometimes. I don't know.
I'll say this, I'm not friendly, but I'm nice.
How is that possible? You're not friendly,
No, like,
but you're nice. So
like-
you have a heart.
yeah, like I'm nice and I'm kind to people, but like if I see you out in public, I ain't finna go speak to you. Like I ain't
Oh, no.
I'm doing what I'm doing and
Sometimes I hide from people if I see them in
yeah,
public.
like literally, I got this girl in college, Jordan, got so mad at me because she thought I seen her at Walmart and I didn't speak to her. And I said, I did not see you, but one, if I did, I still wouldn't have spoke. That's just not me.
I know.
Unless we're like that
Yeah,
together.
I feel that. Because then it's like, oh, you only talk to me because you seen me, you know? But, okay, we're going to get to my questions.
Oh Lord.
Don't you have like a, we'll do your game whenever we flip the script. But right now, we in Q's. So
Okay.
I just want to ask you more about your journey. First of all, congrats on, you getting close with God, building a strong relationship with them, sharing the gospel, working out, taking care of yourself, feeding your dog like you feed yourself.
That's my
stuff like
baby.
that. But yeah, so what situation or time made you start seeking God more?
It wasn't like a specific like situation. It was just like, the world tells you to do all these things. Like, oh, burn sage, get your crystals, follow your, astrological sign, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's how you have your guidance or whatever. And I just was feeling lost. Like, I was doing all of that and I was still coming home from work every day. Like, I'm not fulfilled. Like, there's still like a hole. Like, I'm not happy. I'm missing something.
Mm-hmm.
And I just came home from work one day. I had a roommate at the time, and she wasn't home, so I was like, bet. Because usually when she was home, she'd want to talk to me.
Yeah.
So I went straight to my room and showered, because, nurse, you got to shower. And I was in the shower, and I was like, God, like, whatever I'm doing wrong, just let me know, because for some reason I'm not happy. And I'm doing all these things the world says that it's supposed to make you happy.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, and whoever like you send to correct me, let it be a man, because a man is the head of a woman. So they're supposed to lead and guide. Y'all supposed to be leading and guiding.
So did somebody connect you to that? Or?
Yeah, and actually he went to MSU too. He's younger than us though.
You name dropping or not?
I mean, I can. His name's Sincere. He was on the football team.
Okay.
We never like talk like that, but he just like really led me back to God.
But sometimes even if you don't continue that relationship with people or like whatever y'all had, it's still sometimes he sends people to do that.
Just for a reason. And me and him are like still cool. Like we don't talk daily, but we'll slide up on each other's stuff here and there.
Yeah.
I invited him to be on my podcast because he literally like helped change the direction of my life.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really what did it. He just told me everything I was doing was wrong. And I was like, God, confirm this. Because I don't know if I can trust this nigga.
Yeah. How has it helped you? How has it helped you by making that choice?
It just brings a lot of peace knowing that I'm not in control. I don't have to have everything figured out. Someone else has ordered it, already written my story, and I'm just playing my part. Like, it just relieves a whole bunch of stress. And knowing that there's hope. Like,
yeah,
we have hope in Jesus.
For sure. Was it ever a time where you just wasn't close to that at all?
Yeah. Well, I grew up in the church, but not understanding. Like, I didn't know what was going on. That's just what my family did. Mm-hmm. And when we wasn't with my mom's side of the family, it wasn't like as pressed on us. Like, yeah, we went to church camp and stuff. I got baptized when I was like younger, but I didn't know really what that meant. Like, I didn't know that Jesus literally saved us from hell. Like, we're all predetermined to go to hell, and he gave us an option, a way out. Like, I didn't know that. So then discovering that, I'm like, oh shoot, you deserve it all, period.
You lost a lot of people in the process?
Yes.
Why do you think that people just...
Because people think when you say you're a Christian that they think you're better than them. And really I'm saying, like, I'm no better than you, but there's someone that is better. Mm-hmm. And
God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I just hold myself to a higher standard because I want to please God. Mm-hmm. That doesn't make me better than... I'm still a sinner like everybody else. Yeah. I'm a human being. Like, I'm tempted with the same things everybody tempted with, but I have a Savior that saved me from when I fall short. That's the only difference.
That's good. What brings you more joy, fulfilling your own desires or helping others?
Others, yeah. Because I feel like I'm not a selfish person. Mm-hmm. Like, I would want someone to do that for me, type.
Yeah. And you be running red lights?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm super random if you don't know about that, but
I don't sometimes I red lights, but I will push it if it's yellow.
If it's yellow,
I'm pushing it.
It's so crazy that like yellow means to slow down, but it's really,
I'm speeding
really
up.
Trying to beat the light.
Especially if I'm like, I had to push some yellow lights to get here today.
You made it. You did it.
Because I'm good to be late. So
starting your own podcast, we'll get into that. What message are you trying to deliver?
With my podcast?
Yeah, to the people.
That Jesus is for everybody. We want to spread that to everybody. 2, that in this world, people feel like the things they go through, they're going through it alone. Mm-hmm. And so we want to like bring people on the podcast to like show like there's other people going through similar stuff as you. Like, there's people you can talk to that understand. Like, I had my brother on the podcast and he was sharing his story, and I'm like, well, maybe someone can relate to you.
Yeah.
And not, you just never know. And basically, like, expose how dark this world really is. Like, a lot of people are deceived. Even believers are deceived in what's going on. So we want to talk about real world issues as well.
I like that. And is there any more plans that you have for it? Like, as far as how far you want to take it?
I hopefully want it to be like where I'm getting like paid to do it, like, because a lot of people want us to drop weekly episodes and like get in a studio and that's not cheap. So hopefully I want it to like pay for itself, because I really want to do like God's work.
Yeah. Okay. What about your? Hey, we getting into a little.
I mean, just get into it.
Yeah. What about you in relationships? Like, what has your journey been? As far as, I mean,
you already know.
I mean, I know for sure. I know for sure, but like, what is something that, what's something that you just enjoy about being alone? You know,
like being single.
Tell me what you enjoy about being alone, and then tell me what you enjoy about having somebody.
Being single is safe. Like, it's just safe. No one can hurt you. No one can disappoint you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's safe. Like, no one's feelings are gonna get hurt because it's just you. I mean, I can hurt my own feelings, but it's just like. But being alone can get lonely. Man. And that's kind of like the perks of having a relationship. Like, if you do want to talk to someone, you can talk to them. If you do want to hang out, you have a go-to person, like, to go try new things with, go see movies with. Like, I take myself on a lot of solo dates. I didn't eat dinner. I was rushing.
You could have played that out easy, but she just gave us it. Only I heard it, but yeah.
You never know. But
I want to be alone.
Like,
but you cool though?
I'm cool.
You content?
No, I want to be in a relationship, but the right relationship.
You can't just you can't settle though. That's one thing. You cannot settle.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with being alone. Like, if that's just what it is and I never get married, never have kids, that's heartbreaking, but that's cool as well. Because at least I'm not bringing a child into the world with a broken home. Yeah.
Are you still trying to just be a better person though too? Or
I'm definitely trying to grow.
Right. Yeah.
I think I've grown a lot just like in Jesus because he like corrects a lot of bad habits. Like, I was very impatient, very selfish. Only thought of in my last relationship, only thought of myself and what I wanted and what I needed, and not so much him.
So, do you got any toxic traits?
My toxic trait is that I want all your time and attention.
Why can that be toxic?
Because like if you got work to do as a man, you got work to do, and I'm like, well, why can't
you can't accept that?
I accept it, but at the same time, it's like, I want all your time when you get off, and that's just not possible.
They always say, the men that have a lot of time ain't got no money.
Exactly.
And then the men that got a lot of money ain't got no time.
Ain't got no time. And so it's like, I want to be laid up, but it's like, do I want to be laid up with someone who's broke, or be able to go do something once a week with someone who can provide?
Right. But that type of stuff, it comes around. What's the quickest way for you to cut somebody off?
Like a man?
Yeah, or anybody.
Anybody?
Like, you just like, you know
if
what?
you disrespectful, like, if you disrespect me, I'm not going to disrespect myself again by allowing you to do it again.
Yeah. So no second chances?
You could do second chances, but like, don't be disrespectful. Like, it'd be different if like we had a miscommunication or a little argument, but the second you start being disrespectful, trying to play me out my character, or like trying to do too much or lie,
like belittle you or like take advantage of.
Like,
I always ask people, whenever you cut somebody off, do you say anything, or do you?
It's a silent cutoff because you know what you did.
You don't believe in like closure or nothing.
If I really loved you, like my ex right now, I wish we could have some closure, but I got cut off, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
What about you? You cutting somebody off silently?
Yeah. You gonna talk I don't like closure. I just don't like.
But sometimes there's unanswered questions, though, Q. Like.
And sometimes it is, but we like splitting ways, so.
But sometimes those questions like can help you grow as a person for the next relationship.
Yeah, for sure. But at the same time, it's like, especially if we took the time, to try to understand each other and build on things and stuff. Sometimes I've already discussed,
You already know.
Yeah, so it's just like if this was why we argued so many times, and then we go into closure talking about the same shit,
It's like a waste of
it's
time.
like, okay, the only thing different about this is we not together no more.
And then my thing
You
is,
know?
I'm me, and if I really still want to be with you, I'm gonna use that closure to like inch my way back
Exactly.
in.
and that's why that's probably toxic too. But
We're not done until I say we're done.
yeah, but see, that's exactly why I do too, because I might have somebody and I might get vulnerable and then like, all right, well,
Oh, that's
I
one
guess
way I
another-
will cut you off. If I
No.
open up to you and you throw that back to my face,
yeah,
done.
that's what I'm saying. Like, but my thing is, if we sitting there talking and stuff, and I'm looking at you and I'm knowing we're not gonna talk after this, why are you talking to me? I don't know. I guess
You're just ruthless.
that sounds like, I don't know.
That's ruthless.
I guess so.
It's like, how can you treat someone like that you claimed
But-
you cared about and loved? You know what I'm saying? Like,
But that's what I was gonna ask you. You could care about somebody from
A
a
distance?
distance, you know? Like I could love somebody
and that's
and
hard
know
for
that they're
me.
not good for me though. Still,
And that
So
breaks
I
my
just
heart. Like my friends that I had to cut
stay away
off.
from them.
My friends that I had to cut off, it's like I still think about them to this day. Like I wish we could still be friends, but I know we can't because you took it too far.
Can't force it though either.
Well, it was
sometimes-
every person that I cut up, or that we like separated, it was because I cut them off. So it's like I'm not.
So if you cut somebody
I'm
off,
standing
you
on
know.
business.
But you'll never regret it though. Like
Only like
Damn, I
only
see.
like romantic relationships. My friendships, no.
are you sensitive?
Hmm. But my friendships,
But I feel
no,
like
because they did something to me.
I feel like you sensitive, but you still like I don't know. You're
You
still,
gotta-
like,
you gotta-
hard. Like you're still like
I have a wall, so
hard
like
body too though.
you gotta like. I ain't gonna cry in front of you, but I'm gonna let you know that hurt my feelings.
Yeah,
That's pretty much that on
that's
that.
true.
Like if I'm crying in front of you, you didn't make me cry. Something else did.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you know you hurt me.
Because
Unless
then they might, you don't trust them, and then they might.
they're gonna be like, you was boo-boo crying in my
Yeah.
face about it. And I'm gonna be like, you know what?
And that's why you cannot get. I just don't. I can't.
You
really
ever
get
cried
too
in front of a
vulnerable.
female?
Never ever.
Never ever.
No. If
So
I,
you don't get sensitive.
if I did, I probably was faking, so she could believe me. But other than that, no. I probably was not doing no crying. Like
So you never got emotional.
I've got emotional for sure, but
Not one
I
tear.
just don't let it.
Your mama?
I got too many friends and stuff.
Your
So,
mama? You cried in front of your mama? You have friends that are females. You
At
cried
church
in
and
front
stuff,
of them?
yeah. Like
Not with the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit gonna make you cry every
yeah,
time.
but not like I don't remember a time where I just cried.
So you're
like,
not sensitive.
I don't think so.
Or maybe you sensitive, but you're not emotional.
Right.
Like you take
I'm
things
sensitive,
person like
but I'm not like very much so in my feelings. Not like that.
I can tell.
Yeah.
I think I already knew that.
And that's just because I feel like it disrupts who I am. Like I can't
See me,
walk around.
I'm an empath. So if you start crying right now, I'm gonna start crying.
Yeah. Well, we might cry tonight because.
Like if I watch
Yeah.
a movie and someone's crying, they could be crying over their spilled milk, and I know what that
Oh, I
feels
see.
like. I can just feel it.
Yeah.
I put myself in that situation.
So yeah, don't be just why just don't be by people that's crying because you gonna cry.
Yeah, but my daddy always told me like, don't cry. So like when I get upset or like someone made me upset, I don't cry. I'll leave the room if I can't control it.
Are you a controlling person when you with somebody?
Like a relationship,
Yeah. You don't think you ever can be or nothing?
I can be if I feel like you're not a good leader. A man that is in his masculine energy and is leading, I don't need to do anything.
Yeah.
I like to
What
turn
if-
my brain off.
But what if some men are like that? Are you okay with that?
With me being the leader, no.
No.
Because in
Never.
my profession, I make decisions. I'm in control all the time. Like, I want to come home and be the princess.
So you're not an alpha female at all?
I feel like you're trying to play me and say
No,
that
I'm
I am.
asking though. Like, are you at all? Like,
I am at work.
That's it. But
Yeah.
But are you not wanting a relationship because that's what you choose, or that's just
That's
not
just
who
what
you
I
is?
choose. Yeah, like I choose to be submissive if the man allows me to be.
For sure.
Like I'm soft for real. Like baby me.
Do you what do you feel like your purpose is right now?
To
Or
spread
have
the
you-
gospel.
Yeah.
Spread Jesus Christ because he's coming back.
Okay. Also, if you could kick it with a cartoon, who would you kick it with?
Like an animated cartoon.
Any cartoon.
Rick and Morty.
That'd be cool. I
Just
could-
go on a
I
little
could see
adventure
that.
because I know Rick gonna save the day at the end of the day. So whatever we get into,
Is that your favorite cartoon? Or?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really watch cartoons, but I'll sit there
A lot
and
of
watch
people say
Rick
it's
and Morty.
SpongeBob, so you're the first one that did it.
SpongeBob is fruity tooty.
Yeah.
I can't get down. I mean, I grew up watching SpongeBob, but
You too goofy though.
it's too fruity tooty for me.
I watch them, but like to hang out with, I
I ain't hanging out with.
I don't know. I'm
Mm-mm.
adventurous. I
I'm
said,
ready. No.
yeah, I said
That's
Jimmy
annoying.
Neutron. Because Jimmy Neutron, boy, we gonna be everywhere.
You gonna get into some stuff.
Whatever I could think of, my boy Jimmy, we could do that. You know what I'm saying? I
Rick
think that
too,
would be
though.
Yeah, that's true. Because they do be going everywhere too.
But
That's
I like
true.
Rick and Morty because it's low-key symbolism for God.
Yeah,
So
that'd be funny too. Yeah. Any places you've enjoyed traveling?
yes,
What's that?
I've been to a lot of places, but my top three. Can I do top three?
Go ahead.
Top three would be Bahamas, Greece, and Switzerland.
Have you been to Greece?
Yeah,
That's lovely.
not Santorini or nothing fancy. I went to Athens, but it was still dope. Like,
That's cool. When was that?
in college, I studied abroad, and Bahamas was on a cruise, but Switzerland and Greece was I studied abroad. Or my nursing program offered that, and my mama made it happen.
When did you figure out who you were?
When I found Jesus.
And like when exactly was that? When do you truly think it started?
That's a good
God is
question.
always
That's a
there,
good
you
question,
know,
right? Because when I discovered who he was, I still was wild.
Right.
So I would say probably the end of 2022, beginning of
In
2023.
a couple of years.
Mhm. Yeah, because that caused a tiff in my relationship that I was in. Because he was like, "You're changing," and I'm like, "I know."
Was that the same time you started working out and stuff again? Or?
I started working out before all of that because the situationship I was in before, the dude I was talking to made me feel bad about my body.
For real?
Yeah.
Like actually telling you shit?
Yeah, like every time, like he was like I don't want to say professional football player because he's not in the NFL, but he
Yeah.
was getting paid to play football in the arena league. And every time he would come home, he would have me like step on the scale, and he really just made me self-conscious, about my body. And
Damn.
he was like, "You're losing weight," and then I was
That's
like, "That's nuts!" Like, okay.
Was that one of the reasons y'all broke up?
We stopped talking because he had a baby and hid it the whole time.
Damn.
Like he got Shorty pregnant. When I told him he couldn't live with me, he went and got another girl pregnant.
That's like some You Ain't Lying podcast.
Yeah. And he
Whoa.
didn't tell me. And his sister was my roommate, and she knew too. That's why I stopped being her friend, because you could have told me. You could have told me. You didn't have to say exactly, but you could have been like, "Stop talking to him."
So you just took that energy into like working out though? That was it? Or was it something
Well,
else?
I just started working out because, like, how else was I gonna get bigger?
Yeah.
But then it turned into.
But there's always something that just shifts people to like just start
I fell in
going
love
hard and
with
working
it.
out, you
I
know?
just fell in love with it. Well, then I started working out for like 6 months inconsistently, and then when I got sick, I was hospitalized and I had surgery, and I lost like almost like 15, 20 pounds. And then when he saw me again after that, because me and him weren't even talking at this point, but I was moving out of my apartment with his sister, and so we crossed paths, and he was like, "Dang, you really small," and I was like, "Nigga, I'm gonna show you." So that was really like for revenge. That's really what made me like, because now he wants me and he can't have me.
That's usually how it goes now.
I don't want you no more, buddy.
Any workout. I mean, I know you train people and stuff like that, but like you wanna tell the people, are you taking anybody?
I am taking in-person clients this summer, and I probably could start doing it now that my schedule is different since I got a new job. I could probably keep doing it through the fall, but definitely taking people in the summer, and I do make personalized workout plans, and I'm very, very cheap.
Yeah, so tap in. People that's looking to start, on a workout, fitness journey, whatever.
But we're gonna flip the script.
So, but yeah, it's
we're gonna flip the script. Welcome to the You Ain't Lying podcast, where we don't cap over here. We're gonna get down to the nitty gritty of what's really going on in Q's life. He interviews everybody 24/7, and now the tables have freaking turned.
Just like that.
Turned, bro.
Just like that, we going into your world. So
first things first, why are we not making music?
That's a great question. But I just feel like me making music, the stuff that I was rapping about and the life that I was living, it doesn't go hand in hand with what I'm trying to do right now.
So Backwood Q is no more?
I mean, people still call me Backwood to this day, Woody, Q, whatever. I still got so many rap nicknames, but I mean, I still take it, but that's just not what I'm focused on.
It doesn't
right
reflect
now.
you, right?
Yeah, I can't
where you're at in life.
Yeah, I can't be rapping about, I'm out and about and
in the streets.
Yeah, I'm in the streets and I'm doing this and that and I'm with so and who and
you got court on Monday.
Yeah, and I'm fighting for custody of my daughter, so it's just like I have to be more of a tool for God to use me as who He wants to use me for.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So yeah.
When did you have your daughter?
Okay, so
what year was that?
She was born in 2021, so
okay.
She's 3 years old. She just turned 3 in March.
Okay.
And so, yeah, like.
Were you with your baby mama at the time?
Yes.
Y'all were dating?
Yeah, we very much dating.
Living together?
Living together.
Y'all was together.
Together,
how'd y'all meet?
We actually met through mutual friends.
Okay.
And so, she's all the way from like California. Her family, they're all the way from California. But I met her whenever I was going to MSU and I was in Wichita. I guess they moved to Wichita from Cali or whatever.
Out of all the places to move to.
and we met and everything was cool.
You was in college or
I was actually just getting out of college.
You graduated?
And no, I got to my senior year.
Okay.
And so like I pretty much got like maybe like 17, 18 credit hours to get my 4 year. So yeah. But that's because whenever my daughter was born, I had a balance on my account or whatever. So it's just like I kind of
they wouldn't let you enroll.
Yeah, I couldn't get my transcript, none of that stuff. So I'm pretty much just a senior, you know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I had my daughter or whatever at that time, and I just started focusing on that more and how I could be better for her and be a better dad.
Y'all was in love? Or y'all just was in a lot of like?
I would say that I loved her. I don't think that I was in love.
In love, okay.
You feel me?
Two different things,
So
and I definitely agree with that.
Completely two different things. I wasn't in love, but I loved her, and
still love her.
Still love her to this day. She had my daughter. I appreciate that in every way, and it's just certain things didn't line up with each other.
Okay.
And we was on two different levels whenever
she was born.
Things start to move forward, and we just got to a point to where it was just I was watching my daughter get older and the house was still not building.
So you ended the relationship.
And so it was a mutual thing, But
was it mutual, Q?
It was mutual,
At the time.
but I'm the one that pressed that button. You know.
You finalized it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and for me, just as a man, like my thought process was just thinking about my daughter. You know, at this point, once my daughter got here, it was just like, I mean, we could do all of this all you want, but at the end of the day, this is what we should be focused on. You know. And if we're continuing to argue every day and we're not getting along and my daughter ain't
What are y'all arguing
potty trained, you know what I'm saying? Like,
What are
it's
y'all
kind of
arguing
like,
about? Like, was it serious stuff or like petty stuff? You don't have to get into the details, but
well, it was some petty stuff. I don't even know if I would say serious because I just think like if I would say the serious things, it would probably be like maybe like my friends,
okay.
you know.
Okay.
But other than that, it was nothing
Just little stuff.
crazy, you know. But we got to a point to where it was just like it's getting a little bit too bad
Too
for
frequent.
us to have a kid in here.
And
you
how
know?
old is your daughter at this point when you
At this
finalized
point,
it?
my daughter is born. Like she just turned 1.
So you was in her life
So
the
I
whole
was
first
there.
year.
Yeah, I was there when she was born. I was there from the time she
saw
was in the
first
household.
steps.
Yeah, first steps. I was at the hospital. I was
Doctor's
with
appointments.
her. Yeah, doctor's appointment. There with her every morning.
Did you hear her first words?
Her first words.
What was it?
I don't want to be biased, but her first word was actually "dada." Yeah, her first word was actually "dada."
I mean, we can't lie on
And
that.
yeah, and after that, I think she started saying "mama," but at the end of the day, like she knew dad and mama. You
Okay,
know?
so y'all broke up. Y'all was living together and broke up. So were
Right.
y'all broken up, still living together, or you moved
Nah,
out?
whenever we broke up, that's when it all started. That's when the nightmare just erupted. You feel me?
Okay, so
Like once we broke up, cause we was living here in Texas, you know.
y'all take a seat, get the popcorn,
Let me get a little drink.
because
but-
it's about to get serious. Because y'all are in Wichita.
Okay, we was in Wichita, but then I'm like, we need to move to Dallas. Like, I want better for us. I want more opportunities.
So you moved her out to Dallas.
Right. Got this apartment. I'm like, more options for my daughter. We could do
Right.
more things. I could be where I want to be. I
Get a better
could grow.
job.
You know, I kind of outgrew that place, you know?
Wichita is just.
And so, yeah.
Y'all know Wichita.
Yeah, y'all know how it go, but my dreams are so big. I can't get to them if I stay in one place.
Right.
You know?
Especially not there.
And so yeah, we was here for about 6 or 7 months. We tried, and
So she moved home.
she moved to Oklahoma. Like she moved out of state. So like once we broke up, like she moved out of state.
So her family moved to Wichita.
Right.
And then y'all moved to Dallas, and in that time period, her family moved to Oklahoma.
Right. So, well, I actually think that her family was already in Oklahoma. Like, they moved from Wichita to Oklahoma
Okay.
a little bit before we had departed, right?
Okay.
And so, once we broke up, it was like they coming back to the rescue. But when we was together, they
Did you
wasn't
get along
there.
with them?
They wasn't there whenever we was together. Like, they wasn't seeing my daughter, nothing. Like, when we was together, it's just like, oh, you're with them?
But your family was seeing her.
But my family was seeing her. My mom.
So your family was involved. Her family
Was
was
not.
not. Y'all broke up. She moved home.
Right.
And now-
And when she moved out of state,
That was the last time you saw her.
that was the last time I seen her. So once we broke up, it was like,
Did you know
I didn't hear
that she was going to
anything
do
from
that?
her. I didn't hear anything from her. I just was thinking, okay, if we break up,
We're going to be
we
mature.
could still, you know, we could still do what's right for my daughter. You know, meet up places, stuff like that. But whenever she left, all ties was cut. Like, I'm blocked on everything. I don't know where they are. I'm worried about my daughter. How's she doing?
So what are you thinking and feeling like once you realize like how much time passed and what are you feeling like I'm not seeing her? Like I'm really not going to see her.
After a while, those couple of days, whenever I didn't know what was going on, turned into a whole year of me not knowing what's going on. Like, no pictures of my daughter. I'm calling.
You don't even
I'm
know
texting.
what she looks like.
I don't know what she looks like. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what she's saying.
How are you handling that?
Nothing. And so that was what got me closer to God.
Okay.
Because I didn't have anywhere else to go, you know? I started praying more. I started reading a lot of books. I started reading the Bible more, feeding my spirit more.
And what did your family say when they realized, because they were there and the other family was not, and then now they're like, where's my granddaughter? Where's my
And
niece?
at that time, it's just like, for my family, it's like, they got to pray too. Because they can't do, if I can't do nothing and I can't see her and I don't know what's going on, then for sure my family can't.
Were they like hurt,
you know?
like crying?
Nah, my family wasn't hurt or crying. It was
Y'all
just,
are an emotional family.
we're just very spiritual and we walk with a lot of faith. So it's like, okay, if that's what they're doing, we not gonna fight evil with evil. We just gonna pray and
rise above.
Right, you know? And so that's when the narrative started. And first of all, after a while, because I was reaching out, I was trying to send money. This was when we broke up. I was trying to send money, trying to figure out, where did you go? What's going on?
And why do you think she's
And
moving like that?
And this turns into like days, like years, you know? And
days to weeks to months.
yeah, and people are like asking me, how's your daughter? And what's going on? And I'm just like, I don't know.
I know as much as you, but
I don't know what she looks like right now, you know? So it was just...
Because they changed so
crazy.
much in appearance in those years.
It was crazy to the point to where I was like, this ain't real. I literally watched my daughter, like, come into this world.
Right.
And I wake up every day seeing her. She running up to
playing
me.
with her.
Right. And then, boom, I wake up one day and it's like, I can't even...
Like that life didn't even happen.
Yeah, I can't even reach out and see her or nothing. So... But yeah, I'm going to get into also after a while, just know, after a while, maybe like a year later, I get a letter in the mail, and it's from, well, first of all, I found out where they were.
So, when you were blocked, it didn't ever like cross your mind, like, I need to get a lawyer?
Right, but I couldn't get a lawyer because I didn't know where they were.
But the lawyer could have found them.
Right, but I actually found out on my own. Because
okay, CSI.
Well, it's because like whenever we broke up, like she had tried to get along with me, maybe for like a month.
Okay.
And once she settled in,
and realized y'all weren't rekindling.
Yeah, it was just like, okay, like boom, you blocked this and that.
You think that was her family, like?
Of course. But that's why what I'm gonna tell you. Well, because she sent me a picture of my daughter at the doctor's office whenever we first broke up, right? Probably like 3 or 4 weeks later.
Okay.
And so she kind of messed up because her location was on.
You can see where the picture.
You can see where the picture at.
I know those.
And so I seen where the picture was at. Like it was one day where I looked back and I was looking at pictures of my daughter and I was like, And so it said where they were, you know?
Okay.
Boom. As soon as I said it, I called my mom, my family. I know where my daughter's at. And it's been about 2 or 3 months by this time.
Okay.
I know where my daughter's at and this and that. And she's like,
Spark
where?
a little light.
Right. And so once we found out where they were, I started calling attorneys because they wouldn't let me hire an attorney anywhere else because I'm in Texas still.
So you have to get an Oklahoma.
So I have to get an Oklahoma attorney.
That's why you couldn't get it because you didn't know where in Oklahoma.
Right.
Okay.
So I could easily call anywhere, but it's just like
y'all might be 2 hours
they
away.
Yeah, where they at? And so I ended up finding out where they were. I hired me a lawyer or whatever, and this is with the doctor's appointment thing.
When you showed up.
Right. And so I
remember this.
Yeah, this was like after a while, maybe at this point it was probably like 5 or 6 months. A long time.
That's a long time.
You know? And so I'm thinking of ways I could just see my daughter, you know? And so I called the doctor's office because I'm paying child support, I'm paying medical.
How is that legal though? Like, how can she require you to pay all of this and there's no visitation in place?
at this time it
Yeah.
wasn't, you know.
How is that? Like,
And-
the court system has to be better.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I pulled up to the doctor's appointment to see her. Like, I wanted to be somewhere that,
Public.
yeah, to where they don't think that I'm trying to do anything. I'm just literally trying to check on my daughter and make
Like,
sure
forget
she's
you,
okay.
shorty. I'm worried
You know?
about my daughter.
And so, yeah, I'm out in the parking lot. I'm waiting for her doctor's appointment.
How did you know what time the doctor's appointment was?
Because I called my daughter's doctor. I literally called my daughter's doctor and I was
I
like...
want to say that's crazy, but it's not because it's your daughter.
You
But
know,
it just was like...
but I have to do this,
Yeah,
you know?
it's crazy.
And so
but at
I'm
least you have
calling
to go
the
to.
doctor's office and I'm like, yes, this is... My daughter's name is Amiri, but I'm like, yes, this is Amiri's dad. I'm just wanting to know if, you know, when is my daughter's next doctor's appointment? They're regular people, and I'm her dad calling, so, oh yeah, it's so-and-so at this time. Okay, thank you. You know, they don't know.
Say less.
Right. And so I'm telling her, my mom and them, I get to see her, I get to check on her.
And I'll say this, because I'm a nurse and I work in a doctor's
Man.
office. The only reason they gave him that information is because he's in the paperwork. So that means they wrote that she has a father in the paperwork.
I don't even know if that was the case, because the
That's-
way that it went
Because
when
it's
I got
illegal. They
there.
could have sued if they could have sued that place if it was any other way.
But just know when I got there, I didn't see my daughter. I was literally chased out of the parking lot.
So you didn't see
Right.
no glimpse of her at all.
No. Her mom called her and told her, don't come up here.
The
Quay's
mom,
up here.
Oh, I remember
Yeah, Quay's
this.
up here. Don't come up here.
Because she showed up first.
Right. And I guess she seen my car in the parking lot. But I'm just like,
But it's like, how she know your
I'm just
car?
like, I
She-
thought my daughter had a doctor's appointment. I was just trying to see her. And so she's like, I'm calling the cops, this and that. And so I leave because if I hear cops, I already got the disadvantage.
Because she's
You know?
not black, is she? Is your baby mama black?
She got black in her, but
She mixed. Okay.
yeah, but you know how it goes. And so yeah, they chased me out of the town pretty much. And a couple days later, this is when it like really gets crazy because I get a letter in the mail about a protective order telling me that I'm harassing and stalking. And so yeah, I'm having to go to court for this too, you know?
So
on
now
top of my
you're trying to go to
custody.
court for visitation, and now you're going to court over a protective order,
Right.
and you only been around them one time.
Yeah, maybe a couple times. I went to the doctor's appointment and then I went for Christmas to give her the Christmas present.
I remember
And
that.
that's
too.
whenever the Christmas presents was thrown out in the yard back at me.
Back
Like,
in your face.
and I still didn't see her that day, you know? And so yeah, I had, that's whenever I got me a lawyer and he was in for a rude awakening because it was already stuff that was
So
charged.
at the point
you
you
know?
got the lawyer, you're going to court for all this. It's been like 8 months. How much time passed before you were allowed visitation?
It was, I think I actually wrote it down. It was about like, it was maybe like 460 something days. I was counting. It was like a year
Okay.
Yeah.
Like almost a year and a half.
and yeah.
Okay. So when you saw her, it was, what was that?
When
The first
I-
time seeing her?
See,
again?
when I first seen her, because whenever, the last time I seen her was July 2022.
Okay.
And then I seen her again, the next time I seen her after that was August 2023.
Okay.
You feel me? So a whole year and like a month. And then I seen her and
Did you cry?
she was just staring at me. I didn't cry or nothing, but I
You're
walked
just not
in.
an emotional dude.
I walked in and she seen me and, well, see, I don't cry in front of her,
Okay.
but I cried in the car though.
Okay.
Like, he gonna cry in the car.
You gonna cry over your daughter.
Yeah, for sure. But
It's like she recognized
when
you,
I seen her,
but-
she was staring like, I know he looks familiar, but I don't know who he is, you know?
Right.
Because the last time she had seen me, she was 1.
Oh, baby.
So, and then I seen her again, and she was like 2.5. So it's just like that's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
time for like a child. And so once my visits started, they had me doing the supervised visits with like someone watching me,
Why are they going
You
to
know?
all these lengths like you did something
and so
to like not, you know what I'm
that
saying?
goes
Like,
that goes back to the protective order.
okay.
So they
now you're deeming you like violent,
Right.
irrational.
So yeah, when it comes to the judge, he's like, "Oh, well, this guy has a protective order on him. he's
He's
been
crazy.
harassing and this and that, when really I'm just trying to see where my daughter is.
Okay.
And so that's why, so my visit started in August of 2023, and I'm still doing visits.
Today.
Supervised. Yeah.
Supervised visits today.
Right. Driving all the way to Oklahoma, 4 hours.
They're total.
Yeah, I get off of work at 2 o'clock in the morning. Right after I get off of work, I drive to Oklahoma to make it there by like 8 or 9 in the morning to see my daughter.
How long do you get with her?
I get 2 hours right now.
Okay.
And so
Did it start with 2 hours?
it literally started with 2 hours.
Okay.
So I've been doing 2 hours for a year.
A year.
Yeah. Well, I started off like an hour, maybe for like a month.
Okay.
But after that, it up to like 2 hours. So like, I visit her for those 2 hours, and then I have to get all the way back here to Dallas Fort Worth for work again.
So doing these trips, you're not sleeping.
No sleep, like
And how often are
2
the
days,
visits?
no rest. Once every other week. So
Okay,
like
so
every
twice a
other
month.
Monday. Yeah.
And on Mondays, okay.
Right. And so.
And let's talk about the visits you had, and her family was there.
That visit.
How are they allowed to be there during
Okay,
your
so
visits?
that visit, whenever I got assaulted.
Yeah.
That visit, they were not supposed to be there.
They're not allowed.
They're not allowed.
So you could have put a protective order,
I could have, but
but you're not petty.
I'm not focused on trying to get back with nobody. I'm just trying to be the dad that I know that I could be. The
So
dad
what
that
happened?
my daughter deserves. So I get there or whatever, because I'm visiting her at the daycare now, but at this time, it was at the library.
Okay.
And man, so I get there to the visit, and her mom brings her to the library because she was the one kind of like bringing her to the visits and stuff. And so she brings her to the library.
Her, Amiri's mom or her grandma?
Her grandma.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, who was her?
Right.
Okay.
And so whenever she brings her in, this day I brought my daughter a whole tent, like in the library. I set up a tent for her. Like, I'm going all out.
You don't just be sitting in the visits doing
Nah,
nothing. You
I'm
bring
not.
stuff.
Yeah, I'm not just going to
interactive.
like bring little toys and stuff. Like, I'm bringing big stuff, like, you know. And so when I get there, I'm bonding with my daughter or whatever. I see my baby mom walk in, and then after that, I see her brother walk in. So I'm in here in this library.
And how you were there
Just
for
me.
like an hour?
I was there for like it probably was about an hour. It was supposed to be 2 hours, but it was
Got
cut
cut
short.
short.
Right. And so I was visiting with my daughter or whatever, and next thing you know, I'm reaching down to get a toy from her, and her brother just, boom, just in the face. Like, my daughter's right here, and just, boom, just right in the face.
In front of your daughter.
During my visit, you know?
And
so,
where are the people supervising these visits?
this lady was in the restroom, and there was no camera in the basement that
Where
we
y'all
go
were at.
to.
So there's no proof.
Right. So, man.
Did you fight back? Or did you just defend yourself?
Okay, so I'm gonna explain. So I got punched. I'm still in shock. I'm like
I just got hit.
I don't have my guard up here during this visit because
Uh-huh.
I'm with my daughter. I'm super vulnerable
Right.
whenever I'm with my daughter. You know, I'm not thinking
Girl dad.
I'm not thinking someone's about to just hit me in the face and I'm playing with my daughter. You know, and so whatever that happened or whatever. So like, I tried to like retaliate, but it was just like it was toys everywhere.
It's not
We
the
knocked it
environment.
down. Yeah, and so I'm just like I'm tripping and falling, like you know. And next thing you know, my daughter's grandma is on top of me while I fall. Like I'm
So
trying
you're
to
getting
get up.
jumped.
Pretty much.
And what is your baby
And
mama
so-
doing? Why is she okay with that?
At this time, my daughter's crying, just bawling her tears out.
Because she's at this point, she
And-
knows who you are.
And that's who I'm focused on. I'm like, where's my daughter? You know, I ain't looking at nobody trying to fight me, you know, but I'm tripping over toys
You
and
hear
stuff.
the crying, so you're already
You know?
tuned off of it.
And so I see my baby mom, she grabbed my daughter or whatever. I'm still getting held down. And he's still trying to hit me while she's holding me down. You feel me? By the time she let me up, ain't nobody in there no more. You feel me?
And where the lady is just in the bathroom.
And so by the time where all the toys on the floor, everything going on, now the lady comes. What happened and this and that? Do I need to call the cops and stuff? And I'm just like,
yeah, but no.
I'm like, yeah, because they weren't supposed to be here, you know?
Who let them in?
But they was there, you know?
And that, they obviously came with that intention.
And so I'm looking for my keys to leave and just worry about it the next day.
Did you have any battle scars?
They done took my keys, though. They done took my keys. I ain't got no way to get back home. I stayed in Oklahoma overnight because I was stranded.
In your car?
I couldn't get in my car. I'm stranded, like...
Just outside?
In the street, pretty much, like...
So where'd you sleep?
I had to wait for my sister to come to Oklahoma, like, all the way from West Texas. No, to bring her car to get me. You feel me? And so she comes with my brother. We sleeps in her car. She gets there like late, probably like maybe 1, 2 in the morning. I've been there since like 7 or 8, you know?
Up all night.
Right. And so it's just, no, I've been there actually since like my visit at that time was like at 1 or something at noon. So I've been there all day. So I had to wait all day until the night for my sister to get there. My sister gets there and we have to sleep in her car to wait to call a locksmith the next day. And so we had to pay like
buku money.
Yeah, buku just to get a new spare. And at the end of the day, I try to press charges. They're not supposed to be there. Nothing happened to them. No charges, nothing. And I'm still continuing to do my supervised visits.
And so then fast forward, you're having your visits with your daughter, taking pictures. They have an issue with that.
Yeah.
Like why do they have an issue with of you trying to be a dad?
Like, even the lady at the daycare was like, oh yeah, you're the mother of your child, she signed a waiver for you not to take pictures with her, not to post her. And I'm just like, you know? And so I come back the next visit and the lady's like, I just can't do that, you know? Like, I can't keep a dad from taking pictures with his child. Like,
this is my only time I get to see her.
I see it equally, you know? Like, a mom is equal as the dad, you know?
Yeah.
And so, at the end of the day, like, my visits have been going well, and my daughter went from, it warms my heart that my daughter went from just staring at me and kind of like, she didn't know who I was, you know, and like, even though I've been getting this small little time with her, when she sees me, she knows, oh, daddy, you know?
Okay, it's registered.
And so, like, at this point, I'm just like, oh, I can sit back and cross my legs now, you know? Because
she knows she has a dad now.
That's all I wanted, you know? And so, really, I just got to be patient. I got closer with God, and He's been telling me to stay focused and not fight evil with evil.
Did you ever get down, though? Like a little, like,
oh,
like
yeah.
I'm not finna win this battle kind of mentality for a second?
For a second, but that was like whenever I wasn't seeing her, you know? Mm-hmm. Whenever I started seeing her, it was just like, okay, even if I see her once a week or twice a month, whatever the case may be, during our visits, it's just us. Like, it could be other people in the room and she don't see nobody else. So that's a blessing for me to see that. And just for like the other fathers too, like that's going through the same thing. Sometimes it's not always about what you're going through, it's about what you're doing to get through it, you know? And so the things that I can't control, I just wash my hands with it, you know? And so I just pray about it. I don't try to retaliate. I don't try to look for revenge. I just try to focus on what God wants me to focus on.
So that's how you keep it from not getting to you, because they still say negative things about you on social media. They still bash you.
Call me a missing father.
They try to say that her brother is the new dad.
Yeah. Yeah. Type of stuff, you know?
And you just don't let it get to you.
Whenever you feed your spirit, things like that don't, you know? And if you're not there all around in your spirit, your mind, and your faith, that type of stuff could bother you, you know? But I'm just not in that place no more, and I'm just truly thankful that she's happy, she's healthy, and I'm doing it now while she's 3, you know?
Right.
Because I hear a lot of men dealing with the same situations, but sometimes it's too late, and they
First off, it's never too late.
Well, sometimes kids are adults, and then they're like, some men
actually say that.
But
you can still have a relationship. It won't be a father-child relationship, but you can still be friends.
Yeah, but I'm talking about with my daughter though. Like,
but your daughter is never too late.
You know?
That age.
But like it'll be of course. This age is perfect, but I don't want to be like, oh, she's 18 now, I hope she reaches out to me, because some men do that, you know. And I just feel like
that's lazy.
Yeah, like you got to do what you got to do.
How you sit here and say you love them, but love is an action. It's not a feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not doing nothing about it, so how can you sit here and say you love them?
Exactly.
What's the current status with your baby mama now? You still blocked? Do y'all get along a little bit?
It's just been one word, or maybe 2 or 3 words. At one point, I was trying to, I guess, be cordial with her, and I guess I'll say like try to like control how she views it. You know, I'm like, you know, we gotta focus on Mary. You know, we gotta focus on baby girl.
Keep it between us.
You know, if we could just focus on her, everything would be simple. But she just don't understand that, so I just let her be. You know.
I think she just misses you.
Nah, I don't know.
I mean, why else be so upset? Like, y'all was together, doing like good, and then now y'all not together, and she hates you. Like, I just feel like she wants.
Yeah.
I would say, as a woman, you don't want a broken family for your child.
Exactly.
So I think that's like might be, and your daughter is your twin, so every day she's looking at her like, "Your stupid daddy left us, left me."
Yeah, pretty much. And so I know she's still a little younger, so I just kind of let her.
She's younger than you?
Yeah, she's 25.
Okay.
So I remember a time when I was that age, but you know, I just try to handle it the best way I can and be I don't even want to say better parent, because she's a good mother, you know. I just
to an extent, because why is she not potty trained?
Yeah, why she not potty trained? Yeah, my sister the other day.
We ain't gonna cap. You ain't lying. We ain't gonna cap. Why is she's 3? Why is she not potty trained? I ain't saying you're a bad mama, but shape up.
Now my sister was saying the other day, she was like, they so worried about bashing you and keeping you away, they ain't even trying potty train her, you know? And I was like, I would be on that for sure.
That's ridiculous.
You know, my time will come, and I truly.
If you can talk and tell me that you had an accident, you can go to the bathroom.
Yeah, if you telling me your ABCs and you counting to 10 and all that, yeah, it's time. So.
That's crazy.
But yeah, like at the end of the day, I'm just trying to give it time, you know.
How do you plan on explaining this to Amiri when she's older? Like when she's looking back and seeing all y'all's pictures are in the same place, y'all aren't going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like looking back, like me and mommy did all this, and we was just in this building for years.
Right. Because I mean, I know she'll have questions about it, but I just got to keep it simple. You know, I've been here, you know, and that's all I want her to really know. I'm sure whenever she gets like older age, maybe like high school, she'll know a little bit more details. But at the age that she's at now, I just want her to know what a dad is.
Because she's gonna be like, you were at my birthday party,
right? And so, as long as she knows that, I feel like I'm doing my part.
She's gonna know you never gave up, and I think that's what's gonna matter the most. And I hate to say it, but she might be mad at her mama a little bit and her grandmama.
Yeah.
Just like-
that's for
That's
them
for
to deal
them,
with,
right?
you know?
They have to. There's consequences for
Yeah.
every decision you make, and they might not have to deal with it now. You're dealing with it now, but they gonna have to deal with it later.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I was going to ask you too. Also, like, first of all, I appreciate you for the comments or whatever. A lot of my friends have seen that post of.
It was just too disrespectful for me to let slide.
And so, I didn't even know what was going on because people sends me the stuff because
You're in your own.
yeah. And so I seen it and I was just like, wow. But I looked the next day and boy, there was so many views and comments on there, and I looked at it and I was like, I ain't even got to say nothing.
That's like one of my favorite Bible verses. Like, the Lord will fight for you. Like, you don't have to do anything.
Right.
It's Exodus 14:14. But like, He's fighting this battle for you. You chilling and just doing your part.
Yeah.
And letting other people defend you.
Yeah. So
Because they have.
I know a lot of people was liking it.
Because what do you mean you want to pull up, throw bricks? Like, I wish you would.
Yeah. And putting on Instagram that you know my mama's address and
Right,
stuff like
like
that.
I wish you would.
And you 40-something years old, it's just like.
Because you're going to be hurt because Amiri looks just like her. So.
They was like, all that for 3 likes is crazy.
Crazy.
But
It's like, who's harassing who?
some people just want attention, I guess.
They're not operating out of love. They're operating out of hate.
Yeah.
They need Jesus because that's not how you move. Like,
Yeah, you just gotta pray for them, you know.
that's all you can do.
Yeah.
Is hope and pray. And I'm proud of you for not giving up because as many curveballs as they've thrown your way,
Yeah.
nobody would have blamed you
Right.
for stopping.
Exactly. And I could have actually reacted a crazy way and just ruined
And
my
been
whole
in jail.
opportunity, you know. So
Or never get to see her.
right.
So, like, I commend you for staying you and not letting them pull you out of character even though they're trying to.
I appreciate that for sure.
Because, again, I get the phone calls, like, the screenshots, like, this is what they're doing now, and it just makes me so mad because it's like, as someone who grew up with a dad that was not present, why would you do that to somebody else?
Yeah.
Like, my dad was around, but he didn't want to be around. I don't want to say he didn't want to be around, but he just wasn't.
Do you think it affected you any kind of way?
Yeah, because, like, as a girl, as a woman, like, that's your first love is your dad. Like, of course,
Right.
I rock with my mama the long way.
Yeah.
But that was my first love and my first heartbreak. And why would they want to do that?
Yeah.
And did she have her daddy?
No.
So
the
why
thing.
would you want to do that? Like,
They don't understand it, you know. They don't know the truth.
and I think I put that on the post.
Yeah, I mean, some things
I
just
just be
need to
talking.
be, some things just need to be known.
But I'm proud of you for breaking generational curses on their side.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what it's all
You have
about.
your dad in your life?
My dad been in and out, so I ain't really just had the best dad either.
So you're like
And so
trying to.
I'm trying to be the best one I can, you know. And
Proud of you.
especially with a little girl, it's like
It's
it just
different.
changes everything, you
It's
know.
different.
So, but yeah, it's a blessing though.
I can't wait for her to be like
I'm
older,
thankful.
and you have custody. Is that like in the works?
Well, I'm just trying to get weekends. I'm not trying to take her away or nothing. I just
Like-
want more time with
Like joint custody, like
Yeah,
I would say
exactly.
so.
to where she could be with my family and
Yeah,
stuff.
father daughter
'Cause
dances.
my mom ain't seen her in like 2.5 years. So my whole family haven't seen her in like 2.5 years.
It's
I'm
like
the
she
only
needs
one
her
that's-
black side.
You know,
'Cause
yeah.
she's
She needs to know
yeah.
she got 2 sides of the family that
That
love
care
her.
about her,
Yeah,
yeah.
that really love her, and that's
Well,
that's what I'm fighting for. You feel me?
if you're a dad going through this and you don't know how you're gonna make it, call him because he's like the most level-headed. Because I be trying to get him riled up on the phone, and he's like, "No, I ain't gonna do that. I'm
Yeah.
gonna just keep doing this."
Yeah, I just keep it simple, stay out the way. Hey, I'm drinking more water, eating more fruits, hey, minding my business. You feel me?
Really.
And before we go though, my last wind up question
Okay.
to little Sage, what advice would you give her? Right now, if you're talking to her, what would you tell her if she wanted to?
Protect your heart. because once it's broke, it's like a plate. You can tape it back together, but it ain't the same. Like, just be careful who you open up to, because a lot of these people don't have the best intentions. That's what I was saying.
That's real. You got one? You got one for me, or?
I do actually. Let me pull it up.
And yeah, shout out. We're gonna shout out. I call it YAL podcast. You Ain't Lying podcast. Yeah, y'all make sure to like and subscribe on her channel. She be dropping more episodes. So yeah.
My follow-up wind down question is: if Amiri was watching this right now, what would you want her to know?
I love you. First of all, I love you. And trouble don't last always. And there's nothing that I wouldn't do.
Ain't going more.
You know? And I'm going to be here till the end. No matter what it takes. And if she know that, then
That's all she
good.
needs to know.
Yeah.
Because shoot.
So we working on that. And she only 3 and it's making progress. So I'm thankful.
What's your favorite thing about her? Like, how's her personality?
Besides her looking like me, I think my favorite, that's a great question. Her smile.
Because y'all are getting to know each other.
Her smile, her laugh, her voice. I can't just pick one thing that I love about my daughter. I love everything. But yeah, she looked like me.
I like how she matches your vibe. Like, when y'all's pictures, you make a face, she gonna make the same face.
Yeah, we be in our own little world. And as long as she know that her and her dad got a bond like that, then nothing else could stop that.
Literally. If y'all want to know more about me, check out the You Ain't Lying podcast.
Yeah, y'all go tap in.
If y'all care, if y'all ain't being, if you being nosy, like, comment, subscribe, both channels.
Yeah. And that's my episode 5.
Another banger.
Yeah, and we done.
Out of here.
Hey.